So this is a 60 by 48 canvas. It's not stretched because you just come back from a gallery, and I wanted to rework them. And this painting is not that old. Well, maybe about a year and a half or so. And I just feel like, it doesn't speak to me that much anymore. So I want to experiment with it. So I started using, the regular thing that I use, really. And then slowly I'm thinking about pushing myself to do something different. I don't know what at this point yet. I think I have some idea. So I started covering things that I don't like, using the acrylic paint. And by the way, this is pretty translucent. It's you kind of can see it in this video, but it's more translucent than opaque, more opaque. So you can still see some marking underneath, but not a whole lot. So one of the different things that I'm playing with it here is that I use smaller brush and then do a lot of movement, so that it creates gradient blending between these two colors. For example, some of these are, white and green. White and yellow, and then green and white, green and blue. Just a little bit of, creating that motion between the two. Not necessarily wet on wet technique that I did for the last series. I'm thinking about, I want to try something new. This could be a new series. Could be. So I don't know yet. This is experimenting with new language sort of things. I still use the color that I like to use so far. It is kind of hard to, break out of the normal things that I do. So, but it's worth a try and push. So this is what I'm showing right now. I'm using acrylic paint, same thing, acrylic paint with a little bit of water and pouring medium. So I'm just looking around and thinking how to do it. And then one session's done, I feel like it's just the foundation. Now I'm start thinking about, okay, what kind of form that I haven't done or I wanted to do. So I'm using a little bit more bolder shapes with clean edges, so less of a blending at this point. But I'm just, more of a graphical twist to it. I guess graphical, inspired by graphical images, but using, instead of using computer, I'm using brushes, so it has some human touch quality to it. So I continue looking around and adding shapes and colors, smaller shapes, medium shapes, larger shapes. But I think at this point I was thinking the blue is the main character, the main dish, a cake or something, blueberry something. And then thinking about composition, the bottom right is kind of like the busy area, the the party, and then on top left, and then some white on the surrounding them on the top right. Just giving it some resting space for our eyes to see. So after a day working on that, I left it alone and then look back to it and see some of the pieces some areas that I don't like the blending. Some blending I don't like, some bleeds between colors. I don't like those, so I want to clean them up and make it more a cleaner edge. So I paint some more on top of those areas, and creating actually a good contrast between some blending and some clean edges. I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave this for a day and take a look at it again. But I feel pretty good about it. It's something a little bit different. There's still some I guess it's a progression from the previous series. So this is a newer series. I'm thinking about, because there's so many small and medium shapes around it, I might thinking about like appetizer type of series. So I hope this exercise gives you some ideas. What can you push for your own pieces? Try new languages, new dialect, new moves. Have fun with it and be uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable right now. And we'll see where this one's gonna go. So okay, thanks.